This workout is going to be mainly focused on power, coordination, speed, and agility. We're going to be doing mainly aerobic exercises. We're starting off with a 5-minute jog to get our blood pumping and our body warmed up and ready to be able to begin stretching and activating those muscles to begin exercising. So the specific equipment that's going to be used today is going to be a box anywhere from 6 inches to 18 inches high. We're going to be using mini hurdles and medium-sized hurdles. We're going to be using an agility ladder. We're going to be using a medicine ball or a slam ball. And we're also going to be using a barbell. All of these exercises are going to get progressively harder. We're going to do 3 sets of each variant of the exercise, so 1 set for each variant, and they're going to increase in difficulty as the sets progress. "15 seconds left, you're almost there. Once your warm-up is done, you can step off and we can start getting into our more specific stretches." What we're going to start with is standing marches. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and stretch the gluteus and the hamstrings right here, particularly the back of the legs. And what we're going to do is your feet are going to be about hip width apart. Your arms are going to be parallel to the ground, about chest height. Just stay parallel right there with the floor. And what you're going to do is you're going to take a step, kick up, take a step, kick up, and you're going to go. I'm going to walk back and forth. We're going to do 8 each leg. So here we go. We're going to go back and forth, 8 each leg. So 1 and then 2. All right. So 1, 2. Make sure you're kicking up. Keep your legs straight. And when you kick up, try to kick up so your leg hits your arms, not the other way around. There we go. All right. So that's 5. There we go. Don't hunch over and try and reach your feet. Stay up. There you go. There we go. And 8. All right. Now what we're going to do are butt kicks. So what we're going to do, same thing, back and forth. I'm going to go back and forth only a couple of times, so about 4 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4. What you're going to do, you're going to stand up straight, get your arms pumping up and down, and you're going to kick at your butt. You're not going to try and bend, you're just going to kick. All right, here we go. Here we go. So I get about 4 each length, so in total that's about 16. So 8 per leg. There we go. All right. Okay, now what we're going to do are called elephant walks. They're primarily stretches for your calf. With the butt kicks, we just stretched our quads mostly. Now we're going to switch again to the back of the leg and go for the heels. What you're going to do is you're going to be standing. This is going to be another walking one. You're going to put one leg forward, toes up, and you're going to scoop. Another step forward and scoop. And you're really going to feel it in that leg right there. The back leg can bend to whatever you need to really feel that stretch. If you want to stay straight, stay straight. Either way, lift the front foot's toe. I'm going to go back and forth 4 times again. Here we go. So nothing too big, not too much. We're just trying to keep that heart rate up and keep those muscles primed and ready for the exercises we're going to be doing. Especially in this workout, I'm going to be having us doing a lot of legs. We're going to be doing some upper body, but this is going to be primarily legs, quads, hamstrings, calves, hip adductors, and abductors. We're going to be doing a lot of quick and powerful movements. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to do some side lunges. So for side lunges, we're going to try and really get those hips opened up, but we're going to do side lunge steps. So what we're going to do is you're going to start again at the edge of wherever your space is, and you're going to step down, step up, and you're going to go back and forth. So when you step down, try not to lift your heel. So don't lift. Keep that heel down, and when you lean into it. Drive those hips down, and you'll feel that stretch. So again, I'm going to go back and forth. I'm going to lead with my right leg going this way, with my left going that way. So we're really trying to get those adductors and abductors really stretched, so the insides and outsides, and get those hips ready for movement. So here we go. So out, up, out. Really feel it. I'm feeling it. All right, back, out. Oh my goodness. Up, out, up. All right, going back again. One more time. Out, up, out, up. All right, doing good. One more time. Down, up, down, up. All right, very good. All right, now we're gonna start getting into our trunk and our top. So we're gonna do trunk twist. So what we're gonna do is you're gonna stand, feet, hips, shoulder width apart, doesn't matter. Keep your knees slightly bent, slightly flexed. That way you're not locked out. Keep slightly flexed. You're gonna try and keep your hips facing forward, and you're gonna throw your arms and trunk back. One way, and then the other way. But you're gonna put some force behind it. So here we go. So I'm gonna go side to side, each side 8 times. So whether you count 1, 2, or that way, 1, up to you. That's how I'm gonna count. All right, ready, set, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. With those, you're really trying to think if someone was behind you. Boom, elbow someone back there. All right, now we're gonna go into stretching our shoulders. So what we're gonna do, this is gonna stretch our deltoids, and this is gonna stretch our triceps. We're gonna do arm circles, going forward and going backwards. When you do arm circles, make sure to keep your shoulders down and squeeze your scapula, so your shoulder blades back here together. You don't wanna shrug into it. You wanna keep your shoulders back. So here we go. Shoulders back, here we go. Going forward, 10 circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, very nice. All right, now we're gonna do going backwards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, very nice. Shake out whatever you have to. I like to do some pulls above my head. All right. Just any little things. Get some bounces. We're going to jump right into our workout. Here we go. Now I'm going to do lateral push-offs with a 20-inch box. It is recommended to use 6 to 18 inches. I have a 20-inch box. Mistakes, don't be so close to the edge of the box. You're going to tilt it. It'll start moving around. 2, not using your arms for momentum, not driving up and really getting that vertical jump. This isn't just a step up 2. This is a jump, so jump all the way up. So when we do it right now, we're going to do 4 each leg, and they're going to look like this. All right? And then we're going to switch sides and do the other 4. And then we will get a minute and a half in between each set of 4. All right? All right, ready, set, and go. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, we get a minute and a half, and then we begin our next set. Our next set is going to be high knees with this. So what you're going to do is you're going to do the same thing, except now when you do it, your arms are going to separate so you can get like that running motion. So you're going to go up and drive that knee up. So go up, drive. All right, we got about a minute left. Make sure when you're doing this, you're landing softly, and don't try and lean massively on this leg. You're trying to push off primarily with the leg on the box. This is going to work a lot of quads hamstrings and glutes. And you're gonna really need your core to keep yourself straight. That way you're not hunched over. All right. We got about 30 seconds. All right. Get some water if you like. We're gonna do the same thing, 4 on each side. We're gonna drive that knee up, really get it high. We got about 10 seconds. Really focus on jumping high, getting that vertical jump. All right, 3, 2, 1, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, we get a minute and a half, and we're gonna do our last one. So our last one is going to be tuck, jump, push-offs. So we're gonna do our vertical jump still. We're gonna go back to using the double arms. What we're gonna do, 1. You wanna jump. So you're gonna go up, raise that knee. Make sure you catch with the leg on the box before you land. All right. All right, got about 50 seconds. Get some water if you like. We're gonna do 4 again, each side. This is really good for that explosive power. Track and field, high jumpers, anyone that runs when you need an explosive out. This is really gonna make that explosive drive. 30 seconds. And then we do another 8 total. All right, we're almost there. Really get that tuck jump. Be safe, 10 seconds. Make sure you're drinking water in between all this. All right, 3, 2, 1, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're gonna do box jumps. It's recommended to use a 6-inch to 18-inch box. I currently only have a 20-inch box. You're gonna need 2 of these for a later drill, but for now we're gonna do regular box jumps. The biggest mistakes are not jumping high enough for your box or using too high of a box. I can jump this just fine, so this is fine for me. Another one is not getting the counter movement, so the down and then up. Another mistake is having poor foot and knee alignment. So when you land, your knees are too far in, or you're landing like this, land straight up and down. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do 6 box jumps. So you're gonna be here, counter movement, up, stand. Do not jump off the back of your box, step down. So we're gonna do 6 of these, and then we're gonna have a minute and a half rest in between. And in between, I'll explain all that. So here we go, 6 reps of regular box jumps. Ready, set, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, now we get a minute and a half rest, and we're going to do the depth drop into a box jump. So you're gonna wanna push your box a little bit closer because you're gonna wanna be close. So we're gonna do 6 reps again. The mistakes for these ones are kind of the same. So on a depth drop, don't jump up on this box, just step, there's no brace. So step up, drop, go right into your jump. So it's the same thing, except now you have to land in your jumping position. Okay? All right. So this really works the quads and the gluteus. Really have that neutral spine, so really engage that core, straight back when you go up. When you step down, walk back around and do it again. All right, we got about 30 seconds. So these ones are also going to work the gastrocnemius of the calf. They're going to work the hamstrings, the quads. We're really burning these legs today. All right, 15 seconds. So you're going to step up, drop down, jump back up, walk around. We're going to do that 6 times. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Now we get a minute and a half rest. So now you're going to want to scooch your other box out of the way. Now we're going to do a broad jump into your box jump. So you're going to start. So I'm going to go about, so box jump here. 1, 2 steps. So you're going to into your box jump. So if I step down, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Up. And then 3 steps. So this one's really going to work explosive power. You really want that set and go. So this is going to work that wind up and explode and really work that coordination to be able to land properly and burst out of the gate. This is, again, really good track and field. A lot of these are really good for track and field. Football, baseball, volleyball, basketball, a lot of those where they have a lot of jumping and changing direction and sprinting on a dime. We got about 15 seconds. So get set. So 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3. All right. 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 6 of these. Here we go. 2, 3. 2, 2, 3. 3, 2, 3. 4, 1, 2, 3. 5, 2, 3. And 6. Okay, now I'm going to do lateral high steps. So what we're going to do is you're going to start sideways in front of your ladders. I have 7 of them. They're just about 3 or 2.5 feet apart. Be able to step inside of them. What you're going to do is you're going to pump up with your arm, step in, pump up, step in, and you're going to go across the whole way. Don't cross over your feet. That's one of the mistakes. Another mistake is not bringing your knees up high enough. And another one is not pumping your arms, leaving them by your side when you start doing this. I'm going to go all the way down and sprint. Really trying to touch fast and take off just as fast. All right, 3, 2, 1, and go. All right. Now We get a minute and a half, and I'm going to start talking about our next variation. So our next variation is the exact same 2 steps in, but now you got to go a lot higher and really make sure you're stepping over these. Some in between is the muscles that are worked are the gluteus maximus, the hamstrings, the quads, and we're working the abdominals because you have to squeeze and stand yourself upright. You're working the hip adductors because you're going lateral, and you're working the gastrocnemius because you're up on your toes. All right, still got some rest. So get some water, catch a breather. All right, got about 30 seconds. We get a lot of rest in between these, so catch your breath. This one's more difficult because we're having to raise our knees up higher. Whenever you do this, don't go backwards, raise straight up. All right, 10 seconds. Three, two, one, and. All right. All right, now we're on to our last one. All right. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do 3 steps in. So when you do it, you're going to go up, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You got to step really fast. So we get a minute and a half. So this is really good for direction control and coordination and having agile feet whenever you're on the field. This is really good for like football and that type of thing, basketball, volleyball, where they change direction quickly. This is good for baseball, track and field. It's good for a lot of sports. Right. Just under 30 seconds. Get some water if you like. We got 10 seconds. All right, 3, 2, 1, and go. All right, now we're gonna do mini hurdle jumps. With these, the biggest mistakes are not getting a counter movement with the arms, not going down and then coming back up to get the jump and momentum. Another mistake is when people landing flat-footed, land on your toes and get ready for the next jump. Another mistake is jumping too far forward and landing right next to the next hurdle. Then you can't jump over the next one. So when you do this, you want to get the counter movement. We're going to do this, and when we get down to this line, you're going to take off into a sprint. And then we get a minute and a half until the next set, and then we do it again. All right, the first one's going to be 1 jump in and a sprint out. So, ready, set, and go. Okay, now we get a minute and a half. So on our next one, we're gonna move up in this. We're still working the quadriceps, so the front, the hamstrings, the gluteus maximus, and the gastrocnemius. But now we're gonna speed it up, and we're gonna do 2 jumps into each one. So when you do it, you're gonna go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. You're gonna go all the way down. So we still got about 50 seconds. Get some water if you like. This is really good for improving your power whenever you push off. All right, about 20 seconds. Two jumps in. Sprint down, turn back. All right, 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and go. So all right, minute and a half break. Now we move on to our last and most difficult variation of this one. So this one is going to be the 2 jumps forward, 1 jump back, also with a sprint at the end. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna jump, jump, backwards, jump, jump, backwards, jump, jump, backwards. Whew. So really focus on that 2 jumps forward, 1 jump back. Biggest thing here is kicking the hurdles or not going over the backside one. So not jumping over backwards enough. These drills are really good for coordination and agility and power with the exploding out of the hurdles. So we got a little bit of a break left. 2 jumps forward, 1 jump back, explode out. All right, 10 seconds. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. So 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1. All right. Now we're going to do the icky shuffle. This is going to be a very quick and very agility focused exercise. So it's going to be in, out, forward, in, out, forward, in, out, forward, in, out. So going fast, it would be. So the biggest mistakes in this are rushing, missing a cube, or missing placement of your foot, or not pumping your arms. So make sure you're pumping your arms the whole time. We're going to do this sprint about, I've got it about 5 yards. Rest 30 seconds. We'll get a minute and a half in between. So here we go. Icky shuffle. You can start on either side. And here we go. All right. Now we get a minute and a half rest. So what we're going to do is, now we're going to do the icky shuffle, but this time you're going to go with 2 feet out. So like that. So same thing, ladder, sprint, be done. All right. This is really going to work the quadriceps, the hamstrings, the gluteus, and you're also going to work your hip adductors and abductors because you're trying to change direction laterally. Remember to pump those arms. If you need water right now, go get water. All right. All right, we got about just under 30 seconds. So We're gonna do this. And keep moving. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Now we get a 1.5-minute break. And then we begin our last one. So our last one is we're going back to the original icky shuffle, but now we're going backwards. So in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. But now we're going backwards. The biggest mistakes are tripping yourselves up and leaning backwards. Don't lean backwards. Stay leaning right here. And just push yourself backwards. Don't lean. All right. This is really good for like basketball players, volleyball players, anyone that needs to move backwards and have complete coordination and control their feet. This is really good. This is a cardiovascular exercise. So this will really get you good at getting your breathing under control. We got about 35 seconds. And then we begin our next one. So again, we're going to do this 2 times. 30 seconds in between. And then we're moving on to the next thing. All right? All right. You got about 20 seconds. We're going to go in reverse, so really focus, pumping those arms, stepping in each box. Don't go too slow, but don't go too fast that you rush and miss your steps. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to do in and out jumps on the ladder. So what we're going to start with is both of our feet together, and we're going to in and out jump. So we're going to jump in, out, forward, out, forward, out. All right? We're going to really focus on landing within the squares. So biggest mistakes on this, missing a square or jumping on the edges of the square, or 2, landing flat-footed, keep on top of your toes. Another mistake is taking too long within the box. So sitting, you want to go fast, all right? And keep your feet together. So we're going to do this and get 30 seconds and then 1.5-minute rest in between each. So here we go. Ready, set, and go. All right, now we get 1.5 minutes. So now what we're going to do is called the hopscotch jumps through our ladder. So we just did our lateral jumps. Now we're going to do both at once. So what you're going to do is you're going to jump in, out, in, out, in, out. And you're going to do it all the way down and then run out. At the end, one of the things that people mistake is trying to jump in, out, and skipping a box. Don't skip a box. We're hitting every single box. All of these jumps are really good for our gastrocnemius, so our calf and our quads. And we're really working that gluteus too. We're trying to stay up and really get those jumps. All right. All right. We got about 30 seconds, and then we start our next one, okay? All right. I'm getting my arms moving when I do it, in, out with me. All right. All right, we got about 10 seconds, just under that. All right. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Now we get 1.5 minutes. All right. And we're going to move on to our last variation of our hopscotch or lateral jumps. All right. So On our last one, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start jumping into the box with one foot. So we're gonna go in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, all the way down, okay? All right. All right, we got just about 45 seconds left. All right, this is really good for having to change direction. Soccer, football, volleyball, all of those that have to have quick direction changes. This is really good for power and agility. This falls under plyometrics since we are doing jumps. This is also speed and agility, so we got about 20 seconds. And then we'll do our single legs. All right, I'll start with my right leg, all right? And then we'll do, all right. So right leg first, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, out, in, out, in, out. All right, now we get 30 seconds, and then we do our left leg. All right, so in, out, in, out. All right, about 15 seconds. Really focus on pushing, staying on those toes. All right, 10 seconds. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, out, in, out, in, out. All right. Now we're going to be doing hand drills on our agility ladder. So what we're going to start out with are lateral hand walks. The big mistakes on these are letting your hips sway back and forth. Keep your hips straight, and whenever you place your hands, don't cross them over each other. Whenever you're doing it, stay side by side with them. Another thing is trying to move your feet too fast for your hands. Don't do that. And lead with your feet. Stay in a line and don't lift yourself up. Stay flat in a push-up position. So what we're going to do is we're going to be up and we're going to lead, lead, lead. Once we get to the end, we get 30 seconds rest, and then we're going to go back. And then we get a minute rest until we start our next hand drill. All right? All right. Here we go. I'm going to start leading with my right hand, and then I'll lead with my left. So ready, set, and go. All right. 30 seconds, and then we lead back with our left hand. All right? We're really trying to work the pectorals, so the pectoralis, and a bunch of the other upper body muscles I will name in a second when I have more time. All right, we got 5 seconds. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, now we get a minute rest, and then we begin our next hand drill. So our next hand drill is going to be in, out, out. So we're going to start on the side of our ladder this time, and what we're going to do is you're going to step in with the hand closest to the ladder on the inside. So you're going to step in, out, out, in, out, out, in, out, out. All right? All right. Like I was saying, this really works the pectoralis. This also works the deltoids. And this also works within the back. So we're also working our trapezius, okay? So you got about 10 seconds.
And then we start our in, out, out. All right? We're going to go up, 30 seconds, back, and we get a minute rest. All right? Ready, set, and go. In, out. All right, 30 seconds. And then we move on to our next one. Should also be feeling it down here and up here. We're really putting weight on those shoulders. 15 seconds. Again, start at the bottom of your ladder. You're going to lead with your inside hand. So I'm going to be leading with my left hand this time. 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. In, out, in, out, out, in, out, out. All right. All right. Now we are on to our last drill. All right. So you get a minute rest. What we're going to do is you're going to start in the same position again, but this time you're still going to lead with that inside hand. So I'm going to start with my right hand. So you're going to go plank, plank, out, out. Plank, plank, out, out. All right? You're going to hit that plank position inside every square. Lead with the right arm down, 30 seconds rest. Lead with the left arm coming back. All right? This is going to be really good for those track runners when you have to get that push start. All right? Anyone that has to do any kind of coordination. This is really coordinated and strength focused. All right? Ready, set, 3, 2, 1, and go. In, out, out, 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 in, out, and out. All right, 30 seconds. Oh, that's for sure the hardest one. 30 seconds. And then we move on to our next arm drill after this. All right, this time we're going to lead with our left arm. We get 10 seconds. All right, now 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. In, out, out, in, out, out. Try and keep those hips level. All right. Now we're going to do plyometric push-ups. So these are push-ups with a jump or a quick movement. To start off, we're going to start off with an easier introduction to moving push-ups. We're going to do crawl push-ups. So what we're going to do is you're going to keep your hands right inside the box or right outside the box, depending on how you do your push-ups. You're going to do your push-up, crawl forward. Push-up, crawl forward. And you're going to keep going like that. All right? Biggest mistakes on these are when you do your push-up, you let your elbows go way out, or when you're in your push-up position, you lift your butt up. So whenever you do it, set your hands, set your legs, do your push-up, and then crawl forward. We're going to do this. We're going to do it once down, and then we get a minute and a half rest, and then I'll come back and explain the rest of what we're going to do. Ready? So we're going to get our rest. All right, here we go. Ready, set, and go. When Crawl forward. Try and put your legs on the outside of your ladder. All right, now we get a minute and a half rest. In the meantime, I'm gonna explain the next one. So the next one is plyometric push-ups. So these are push-ups with a jump. So another mistake that is made on these, your legs aren't wide enough and you start kicking around your ladder. Make sure when you do these, you keep your legs wide. Another thing is not jumping all the way forward. When you jump, jump square to square. All right? All right. So to do these, you're gonna put your hands either right inside. I'm gonna put my hands right here. You're gonna push up, jump, push up, jump. All right? And you're gonna go all the way down. This is really good for the deltoids and the pectorals. All right? All right. We got about 30 seconds. This is also good for back here on your back. All right? Make sure you really jump whenever you push. We're gonna go all the way down, get another minute and a half rest, and then do our last variation of these. We aren't doing too many because these are difficult. 10 seconds. All right. 4, 3, 2, and all right, minute and a half rest. All right. So now we're on to our last variation. So in our last variation, we're going to be doing the plyometric push-ups again, but this time when we do it, we're going to be jumping side to side. So you're going to start with your hands in sideways. When you do your push-up, you're going to jump to the side. All right? This is really good for power and coordination because you're jumping and landing and having to do your push-ups, okay? All right, so it'll look when you do it like this. So you're gonna do your push-up. All right, just gonna take these off. All right, we got about 30 seconds. All right, 20 seconds, and then we start our last round of push-ups. So we're just gonna go down once. When you jump side to side, make sure you aren't kicking it. That's why you really gotta keep your legs wide and don't drag them. Lift when you jump, okay? So 3, 2, 1, and go. Okay, now we're gonna get into our split squat jump. So, with a medicine ball. This is gonna be weighted. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do 6 reps of a split squat jump. This is gonna work on your power and your explosiveness, so reactivity. And this is gonna be working the quadriceps, the hamstrings, the gastrocnemius. We're gonna be working a lot of that powerful up. So, common mistakes that are made during this is 1, people are too in line. You don't want your feet to be in one line. You want them to be staggered. You want that balance because you're going to be jumping, and you want to be able to land also in this stance. Another common mistake. When people land, they either bring their feet in or they bring their feet in. You want to keep your feet exactly where they are, have a split stance, all right? And when you're in your stance, even while holding the weight, you want a neutral spine. So nothing curves back, nothing curves forward. Again, neutral. So when you do this, you want to have show it from the side. You want to have a slight lean forward. You're going to be holding your weight right here, just against your chest. You're going to be holding your weight. You're going to go down and up, and up, and up. Now we're going to be doing 6 on each leg. So I'll count us off, 2-minute rest, and during that 2-minute rest, I'll preview our next exercise. So I'm going to be using a 10-pound weight. Use what you think you're comfortable with, and here we go. So 6 reps on each leg. I'm going to start with my right leg forward. And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And switch. All right. Slightly forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. All right. 2 minutes. Here we go. So now our next one is going to be a cycling split squat. So instead of going one leg forward and doing all 6, when you jump, you're going to switch, switch, switch. This is working more on your agility and your strength to be able to pull your leg forward and land. So to be able to switch effectively and while holding your weight. So we're going to keep taking a break. Catch your breath. Whew. I'm feeling it. This is really good for sports that have a quick boom to be able to switch and drive that leg forward. This is really good for those. We're doing really good. We're not doing a lot of reps because this is supposed to be powerful. And powerful exercises don't need a lot of reps. You do enough to create that powerful, fast twitch in the muscle. You rest, and then you go back at it to try again. All right, remember, keep a straight back, keep that staggered stance. All right? When you switch your legs, don't get caught up. Your legs are too close, you're going to get caught up in each other. Keep that split stance. You're here. Switching. All right, ready, set, and go. Same thing, 6 reps, it's 12 total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right. All right. Now we get another 2-minute rest. So now what we're going to do is called the rainbow split squat. So in this one, you're still doing the cycling motion, but now we're moving the weight with our arms. So when we're doing it, you're going to be switching. So you're going to go from over here. When you switch, over here, over here. So that weight is going to be on your outside leg. Still working those same muscles. The mistake in this one is not controlling it. You need to have control. You just throw it and you're going to let go. You need to have control. Stop yourself, straight back. Don't lean side to side. Keep straight, okay? All right, we got another minute. Get a sip of water if you want. This is going to work. Now we're not just working our agility and our power. We're working on our coordination. We want coordination for a lot of sports that we do. This is especially good if you're doing basketball. This handles ball control while also handling foot control. This is really good for those. All right. All right, we got just a little bit over 20 seconds. So you start with whichever foot you want forward. Again, 6 reps each leg, so 12 total. You're going to be switching side to side, ball on the outside to ball on the outside. All right, here we go. All right, 3, 2, 1, and go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right. We're going to do our medicine ball slams. We're going to be working a lot of the shoulders. We're going to be working the pectorals. And we're also going to keep working those legs because we have to sit in almost a squat to be able to do these. And we are going to be squatting further on. Again, these are progressional, so this is going to get more difficult. So a medicine ball slam. I'm going to be using the 10 pounds. What I'm going to do is have a straight back. That is one of the mistakes people make. You're going to go down, pick it up, neutrals, which means your head should be facing wherever your spine is located. So right now mine's right here. You're going to pick it up. You're going to go up, and you're going to go in triple extension. And when you go up, you're going to slam back down. Now mine bounced back up because it's a slam ball, not just a medicine ball. Mine's a slam ball. So it might bounce if you have a slam ball. Do not let it bounce back at your face. All right. When I threw it, I did not hold on to it all the way down. That is another mistake that people make. 2, another mistake people make is when they slam, they curl over to try and slam it. Do not curl over. You're sinking your hips to slam. You are throwing the ball down. All right? All right. We are going to be doing 6 reps. We're going to have about a minute and a half of break. 6 regular medicine ball slams. Here we go. So, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right. Now that we've done that, we're going to do, on our next one, we're going to be doing decelerating medicine ball slams. Now, medicine ball slams are really good specifically for power. We're trying to build a lot of power in that slamming motion. We're trying to get a lot of power in that triple up, down motion. We're trying to build a lot of push, all right? So now we're going to be doing decelerating. These are going to take more control because now instead of letting go of the ball, we're going to hold on to it. And you have to really control with your shoulders. You have to really control. You're going to, again, start down here. You're going to go up, but this time, instead of letting go of the ball, you're going to hold. Then up and hold. All right? So with a medicine ball, it'll look like this. So up, hold. Up, hold. You're going to have to hold that weight in your squat. So we have about 20 seconds before we do another 6. So get ready, find your weight. These ones are going to be more difficult because we're sitting with the weight. All right, 10 seconds. Whew. All right, 3, 2, 1. Decelerating, 6 of them. Up, 1. 4, 5, 6. All right. All right, shake it out. We got a minute and a half. Now we're going to be doing squat, specifically squatting slams. So you're going to squat, slam. So squat, jump, and slam. One of the things people do wrong is when they come back to slam, they jump up, don't bend over. Another thing, when people go up, they forget to push off those toes. Don't push off flat-footed. Push off with those toes. All right, we've had over a minute and 30 break, so let's get into it. 6 of them, here we go. Squat, jump, slams. So, squat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right. All right, now what we're going to do is a jerk motion, but we're not going to do the full jerk motion. What we're going to do is called a jerk dip. So instead of going through the whole jerk up, what we're going to do is just the jerk. We're going to focus on really getting a push through those legs and feeling it through those arms. So we're not going to push up with our arms this time. We're just going to and let our arms be where they are. One of the bigger mistakes that people make when they do this is one, improper stance. Do not overextend bending your hips forward, sticking your butt out. You want to engage that core. Think about it like being punched in the stomach. Engage. Boom, engaged. Secondly, you don't want to lean back. Stay centered. Another thing is people will let their hands come down here. Don't just support with your wrists. Bring your elbows up and have them at the ready. So what we're going to do is 6 jerk dips. So jerk dips are just like what they sound like. They're going to be quick. You're going to have your elbows up. You're going to dip up. So we're going to do 6 of those. I'm going to use a 45-pound bar with 2 10s. So 65 pounds is up to you what weight you use. Just something that you can do within your own range. All right, so 6 reps. We're going to have a minute and a half of rest in between. So let's get into it. Two, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right. All right. Now we're going to go into jerk rhythms. So now we're going to speed it up. And we're going to dip a little bit lower. So we're going to dip just a slight bit lower. And this time, we're going to keep our rhythm going. We're going to feel that sped up rhythm, okay? We're really working on power, and we're working on getting that good push. You want to feel it and really drive. You want to feel it in your quads. You want to feel it in your calves. So you want to feel it in your gastrocnemius and your quadriceps. And since it is a partial squat, you will feel it partially in your hamstrings. But the main focus is those glutes. You want to push through those glutes, squeeze, and bring yourself up. So with these ones, with the rhythms, still particularly the same mistakes are commonly made, but this time people cannot fully extend. Make sure you go all the way down to all the way up. All the way down to all the way up. Okay? All right. We got 30 seconds. Our rest time might be a bit off. That's okay. You might get more of a rest. It's better to take more of a rest than less of a rest. We're going for power, so you want to fully recuperate those muscles, okay? All right, we got 10 seconds. All right, remember, elbows up. Don't stick your booty out. Keep it in. All right. All right, here we go. And peek in. Elbows up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whew. All right. Okay. All right, now we're going to get into a jerk dip squat. So this time, instead of moving quickly, we're going to control ourselves. So still with the elbows up, we're going to go down slowly, come back up controlled. Go down slowly, come back up controlled. Still, push those hips back, then push them forward. All right? This is really good for creating powerful movements, strong, powerful movements. I'm going to grab some water. All right, 35 seconds. Shake out what you need. Personally, these start to sit heavy on my wrist because of the bending. If you want to do some wrist stretches in between, I would recommend that. And if you'd like to tune me out to pay attention to the information on the screen, also a viable option. All right, 5 seconds. Here we go. I might be a bit off again. My clocks are a bit odd. All right, here we go. Elbows up. All right, 6, controlled. Here we go. Squeeze. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, now we're still working that jerk motion, except now we're putting more movement into it. We're gonna really be adding in, so we're still working those legs, still working those quads, still working the gastrocnemius, so the quadriceps and the gastrocnemius, but now we're putting a lot of the deltoids into that too. All right, so we're gonna be doing the actual push as well, but you get to start in the split position. So common mistakes, when you jerk from a split, people like to be straight in a line. Keep that distance, keep that width right there. Do not let your legs come in a line. Keep a good width, all right? And people like to move their back leg as well. Don't move that back leg. When you jerk, you go forward, your forward leg, all right? All right. When you catch the bar, don't let it roll down. Keep it right there. You jerk, push, right there. All right? So we're going to do 4 reps. Jerked from splits. And then we're going to get 1.5 minutes of a break. We're going to jerk to a split. So jerking to a split, you're right here, and you're going to, boom. Right here, you get from the split, you get a small step forward to jerk, and you're going to, so we're going to jump into 6 reps. Engage your core. Here we go. So, wide stance and push. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so we get 1.5 minute break. Now what we're going to get into is jerk from a split. So jerk from a split, you don't get that extra oomph step forward. Now you're in the jerk position and the landing position, so you're forward and you're ready, and instead you're just going to dip up, back down. Remember to soften the catch. Many people don't soften the catch. You have to soften it, otherwise you're going to end up hurting your knees, you're going to hurt your arms, shoulders, whatever it is, you're going to hurt yourself. All right, we got 30 seconds. So, no, we got 45 seconds. I apologize. That's my fault. So we got 45 seconds. So what we're going to do is 4 reps of the jerk from split, right here, elbows up, dip, and push. This is good for explosive power, and we are dealing mainly in power right now. There are many sports that this is good for. Football is a good one. to get a good, powerful push, and many others that involve pushing type motions. All right, here we go. We got 4 of them. So you're gonna lift. All right, get in your position. Remember, no step, and you get dip, up. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. All right. That was 4 of them. Now we get a minute and a half, okay? All right. Doing so good. You're almost there. Now we have jerk. Same thing from a split, so you don't get the step. Just same where you are, except now behind your neck. So you're going to be behind your neck. You have to be really careful. When you bring the bar down, control it down. Otherwise, you're going to come forward and you're going to hit your head. So when you're doing it, you're behind your head. Same thing. Boom. Control it down. Dip, push. Control it down. All right? All right. All right, we got about 45 seconds. Oh, probably 50. All right. Almost there, almost there. We've gotten through our speed and agility and our running. We've gotten through our medicine balls. Now we're coming to the end. We're almost there. This is how workouts go. You do your heaviest pushes last. You know, you're running out of the way, heavy breathing. I know I'm breathing heavy all the time, but you get it out of the way first. You jump into this. All right, we got 10 seconds. Just about. Well, now we got 10 seconds. All right. Same thing, wide stance, tight core, straight back, behind the head, push. Here we go. All right, ready, and go. So, when you set it up, you're gonna start in the initial jerk. Boom. Wide grip. That's right, get a wide grip. Go behind your head, and 1, 2, 3. Last one, hardest one. 4. All right. All right, now we're gonna cool down. We're gonna start with our straight arms behind back stretch. This is gonna stretch out your chest. So you're gonna interlock your fingers and pull your scapulas together. It's gonna stretch your pectoralis. We're gonna do that for 30 seconds. So ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Good. Now we're going to do our crossover arm pull. So you're going to cross your arm over, latch behind your elbow, and pull. This is going to stretch your shoulders. So we're going to do 30 seconds each side. So ready, set, and go. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We're really trying to stretch those deltoids, so really pull when you feel that stretch. All right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Now we're going to go down to the floor. We're going to do child's pose and stretch out our lats. So you're going to sit on your knees, bring your arms forward, and push your chest towards the ground. So ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Very good. All right. Now we're going to do our spinal twist. So what you're going to do is you're going to have both legs forward. I'm going to cross over my left one first. So you're going to take your right arm and push. Keep your hips forward and twist your upper body. We're going to do 30 seconds each side. So ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're really trying to stretch around the erector spinae and really get that trunk and abdominals stretching. All right. All right. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. All right. Now we're going to do a forward lunge to stretch our hip adductors and abductors. So you're going to lean forward in a wide lunge, and you're going to lean forward, hands on either side of your knee. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. All right, we're really stretching those hamstrings as well. All right. So really lean forward into it. Put weight onto that leg. All right, 3, 2, 1, and switch legs. All right, lean forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. All right, now we're going to do supine knee flex. All right, now we're going to do a knee hug. So you're going to lay down and pull one of your knees to your chest. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. All right, switch. We're stretching the hamstrings, and we're really trying to stretch those hip adductors as well still. So really stretch those hamstrings up, okay? Really pull that knee in, all right? All right, here we go. All right, 10 seconds. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cool. All right, now we're gonna do semi-straddle. Really get the back of those legs. So you're gonna figure 4. Really stretch those hamstrings. and gastrocnemicus. So flex a foot, pull the toe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. All right, next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. All right, now we're going to do a quad stretch. So what we're going to do is you're going to stand up and you're just going to grab your knee, your foot, and pull it to your butt. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Switch legs. So quadricep on the other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. All right, now we're going to do is called the wall stretch. So what you're going to do, now you're going to do the wall stretch. What you're going to do is you're going to put one of your feet forward and you're going to lean forward with your chest. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're really stretching that gastrocnemicus, all right? So 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30.